Welcome to Something Artsy. I am Lisa Besmer, your host, and Something Artsy is brought to you by State Street Theater in conjunction with NewCat, and which we film this segment every single month. Thank you for supporting the arts in our community through financial support from the Prairie Lakes Arts Council, and without your generous support and their support, this program would not be possible. So I'd like to welcome our first guest, and this is the new marketing coordinator, Olivia Norquist, and John Kellen, the director of the Grand Center for Arts and Culture. So it's exciting to meet them. I haven't met Olivia yet, so welcome. So
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I grew up in Milwaukee,
Ooh.
and I came to the area to go to Gustavus, where I studied studio art. And I loved the area so much that I wanted to stay here, and I was lucky enough to find a job at the Grand where I can do what I love every day. So
And every day is different.
Yes, it is. Yep.
That's great. That's great. So how long have you been at the Grand in all?
I think since about August, and
Okay.
I started out as an administrative assistant, and now I'm moving into doing some more marketing. So
And you've got some fun things coming up to market. Okay, so let's talk a little bit. You've got a 15-year anniversary for your nonprofit. So let's talk a little bit about your party for that.
Yeah, that show is featuring City Mouse, really popular local band. And do you want to mention?
Sure, yeah, we've fired up the pizza oven. It's been dormant, so.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I found a cordon bleu trained chef who specializes in pizza, and so he called out of the blue. We were talking like we'd love to get this thing going again, and so he came in and tested it out. It works great, and so
we got
he's got
to taste some pizza.
Oh,
it was really delicious.
yummy.
So.
Yeah.
Just even the pizza oven is a work of art.
Yeah.
And if you've never been in on the store side, that the round dome is just a beautiful pizza oven on the outside.
Yeah. Bridget Gusso designed that
Really? Okay.
mosaic, and
Okay.
really beautiful piece of art. And ever since I started, I thought, boy, it would be great to actually use it rather than just. I mean, looking at it's cool, but we're looking forward to actually getting that going, and should be a pretty busy night. So come early, as we only have a capacity of about 85. I mean, we could stretch it a little bit depending on tables. So I'm really excited. It's 15 years. It's I think the longest running arts organization in New Ulm, and so really proud of that, and really working to keep a legacy that's really, we believe that art is intrinsic to who we are as human beings, and it's not just a luxury, and so really thrilled to have. It's really a treasure, not only for New Ulm, but really for the regions.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, so that's February 7th, and that's the 15-year anniversary with City Mouse.
Yep.
Okay.
And you can call ahead to make reservations too.
You
So-
can, okay, so you can reserve a table or a spot or whatever.
Yep.
Okay, okay, that sounds good.
Yep.
Okay, and then wood-fired pizzas. So what time can you go? What time are you
Oh,
opening?
starting at 6. Normally we
Okay.
open our doors at 6:30, but we wanted to have a little extra time for people to come in. We're going to have it buffet style just because we don't really have staff to be serving all the
Yes.
tables. We just Olivia and I and Tegan, maybe you've met another time,
Yep.
our cellar press coordinator. And we have a few servers. We're actually looking for servers for a lead server. If anybody out there is looking for some part-time work,
Exactly.
we'd love to have a conversation. It's
Good. Okay, and then you've got Valentine's Day, which I've seen all over Facebook. You've
Yeah.
got something really exciting happening. So let's talk about Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Nick Hensley is an amazing artist. He's really quite a persona. And Makepeace had seen him perform, and he's got a number of different things he does, and this is one of his kind of shticks is love songs for angry men.
Yes.
And so if you don't have a sweetheart, if you're looking for one, maybe I don't know. He's really amazing, and that's a ticketed show. And so for members it's $10, and for non-members $15. Still really affordable.
Exactly,
But
yes.
it'd be an awesome show.
Yeah.
And we are talking about including some special drinks from River Rock potentially. So some fun little mimosas possibly. We're not sure what exactly it'll be, but there
So
might be
much for
some
those
extra
too.
Valentine's treats to have if you get those tickets. So
That sounds
stay
fun.
posted.
And what day is Valentine's Day on? What night
14th.
is
It's a
but
Friday.
Friday night? Okay,
Yeah.
so Friday night, so perfect
Yeah.
night to come
Yeah,
to the Grand.
yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, and then February 21st, Ace in the Hole. What kind of music do they play?
They play kind of good time, rock and roll, all sorts of different things.
Okay,
Yeah,
lots
they-
different,
an-
okay.
Another favorite, local favorite, yeah.
Okay, and will you have the wood-fired pizzas from now on, every Friday night?
No,
Okay.
no, we're just gonna be
Just-
for special
this-
events, yeah.
Okay, yes, okay,
Yeah,
so like the 7th, February 7th,
That's the first time we're
the
trying it
anniversary.
out, and then, there's, for some of our bigger events, we're also gonna be doing some major, not as major, but some remodeling. We've got some tuck pointing. We have this historic building. It's 150 years old. That's another anniversary since that structure was built. So we've got some tuck pointing and painting. We're redoing the back deck. We haven't had the deck open, so hopefully by the end of the summer, we're gonna have kind of a donor appreciation and another big party, and we'll probably have, more wood-fired pizza then. That's the plan.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you've got February 28th, Travel Ground. What is that? What?
So Clark Moctimus, he's.
I saw the
amazing.
name and I thought, okay, I'm not even gonna try to.
Well, it's taken me a while. I believe you. I've mispronounced it probably more times than I've said it correct. Clark is an amazing artist. He's a singer-songwriter. I think he's bringing at least one other musician with him, like a stand-up bass player potentially. Sometimes his son comes and plays. He lives in South Dakota, I think. Not sure who he's bringing, but he is really entertaining. We're looking forward to having him back. He was back. He
Okay.
played last year. So.
Okay, and then you've got open mic night starting the 3rd Thursday of every month, right?
Yep.
With
mhm.
Molly and Sunny Boy.
Yeah.
So anyone can come down
Absolutely.
and, so,
Yeah. Poetry, music, doesn't matter. Anything you want to get up and perform, we're wide open. It's actually getting some traction.
Good,
We've
okay.
had, I think, about 8 or 10 artists last time.
Really? Okay,
And
good.
people are coming back again, and each time they get a little bit better, and
Exactly.
as a way to kind of get more comfortable in front of people. And
there's a
so-
lot of really talented people in our town, so come out and just
Yeah.
show us your talent.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we
it's a
appreciate
lot of
it.
fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Mhm.
Okay, and then the Cellar Press, you've got some classes going on too.
Yeah, we've got the Valentine printing class, so that's a great opportunity to use one of our platen presses. And you'll get to pick your own saying to put on the Valentine, and it'll guarantee you'll have the most unique Valentine out of any of your
There you go.
friends.
That's
So,
a good thought,
Mhm.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, and that's February 8th from
Mm-hmm.
10 to 2, the Valentine's Day card printing.
mhm.
And then, so do you have to have any prior classes before this?
Nope,
Just
No.
that's a
beginners
beginner
welcome,
one.
Yeah, for
beginners,
sure.
okay.
Yep.
Yep.
And then February 20th, intro to bookbinding.
Yeah, that's going to be with Tegan, and she's really a pro at that. She knows exactly what she's doing, and she makes beautiful books. So, and that intro class will qualify you to take some more advanced classes as
Okay,
well. So,
okay.
yeah.
That sounds fun. And then you've got an artist in residence that's expanding this year as well. So
Yeah,
let's
I'm
talk
really
about that
excited
a little
about
bit.
that,
That's
yeah.
neat.
So it started 3 years ago. Then we had 4 the first year, 5 the second year. Last year we had 6. This year we're having 8.
Wow.
We had overwhelming response. We had, I think, 33 applicants, and it was really hard to choose.
Oh, my
We do
goodness.
we do a blind interview, so
Mm-hmm.
we don't really know who they are, where they're from. We don't know their names necessarily, just what they're
What the art
proposing.
is, okay.
And collectively, we had, I think, 5 of us all reviewing each one. It's like, boy, that one's good, or that one's good too. And so we had some backup, but yeah, we're really excited about having them in the space and what they create. We had a show last year for the artists in residence, had some really beautiful work done, and so we're expecting kind of more of the same.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What a great environment to be able to do
Yeah,
the
it's so
arts
fun. I
one,
wish
too.
I would sign up for that myself, but
Yes.
I've got other things to keep me busy. I have to keep the
Yes.
lights on. So as many of these
Someday.
classes that if I can get in on, I think I've taken 7 or 8 classes. So if they don't fill up, I'm like, I'll take it. It's
Yeah,
on, like on a
exactly.
Saturday for a few hours, and always fun to learn different things. So, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Good New Year's resolution
Yeah,
to
for
do,
sure.
yes. And then art therapy, which is so great for the middle school students, that continues.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
And
Is
you
that
can
every
sign
month
up
or
online.
Sign
now,
up
too.
online? Okay, oh,
Mhm.
good, okay. So
Mhm.
parents, it's a great thing. So that is usually Wednesday evenings,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
Okay, and if you're ever downtown and you look upstairs, I and a friend were having supper at 209 and we looked up and you could see the
Yeah.
kids up on the second floor and it just looked like a lot of fun.
That's so
They-
much fun, yeah, the
Yeah.
energy that they bring. Bridget Gusto is a local art teacher in the middle school. And it started off as a need in the community for mental health issues, and for kids, if you're not in sports or if you're not doing something else, it's a way to be creative and hang out, and they have fun. They listen to music and they're dancing, and Bridget is really great with the kids. So in addition to that program, we're also expanding with 4-H. The Brown County 4-H, they're doing fiber arts. They were making mittens and hats. They're teaching kids how to make banana bread, and they're teaching them about healthy ingredients and healthy eating, and it's so amazing to see these young people. Yeah,
That's
it's
fantastic.
fun. Yeah. We're hoping to get more people to use the place, because a lot of people
Why
don't
not?
really know. And
Right.
in fact, I just sent out an email to the local art teachers, and we're looking to have an art educator, like a roundtable or summit, just to see how we can collaborate and get more people to use the space and support each other. I know a lot of the arts programs have been cut in schools, and so we're trying to be a resource for them to be able to come and use it. So,
Good idea. Good idea. Yes. And then barn quilt class, which is always fun. I love seeing it on Facebook, what they've created, and Kay Martin does a great job.
Yeah, it's fun. She, in fact, we're working with her. I'm going to try to help her write a grant this year, because she wants to recreate a barn quilt trail. She did that. She was a teacher up in northern Minnesota.
Staples.
And so they had this amazing trail and a brochure and all these different designs, and so people could drive around the community and the neighborhood and the farms, and to see these different things. And so hopefully, if we have some good fortune with grant writing, that stay tuned.
Really
We'll have
neat.
be able to
That'd
go
be
see them
great.
out in the public.
Yeah. And it's only we'll be airing this in February, but you're probably looking at like the summer camps already, getting those kind of ideas tossed around.
Absolutely,
And that's always a busy place in the summertime too. So that's neat.
We love that. In fact, we're looking at expanding that a little bit, doing a little bit more down in Cellar Press, and we also have a ceramicist who has a mobile kiln. And he thought he could bring it, so I don't have it nailed down for sure, but yeah, we're already working on the summer
Posted.
camps.
Yes.
Yeah.
And again, they've got a great website, and your Facebook presence is great, so it's easy to get on and see what classes.
Thanks to
Thank you,
Olivia's been doing
Yes.
an awesome job of that, and
Yes.
she's actually a trained artist. That's her degree is in
Okay.
studio art, so it's really nice to have her sensibilities and helping us
And
with our
understanding.
gallery
Yes.
shows, and
Yes.
perfect fit. So I'm really
Good.
thrilled to have you with us.
Yeah, well, good. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else that you wanted to add yet? I think we kind of covered everything.
Yeah, pretty much. I just was going a little show and tell.
Oh,
So
yes.
for our anniversary, we have this our list of music for the year, and it was all designed, hand printed, hand designed by Tegan Daly.
Oh,
So
neat.
so it's a little dingbats, wingbats, whatever you call these little objects. But it was like hours and hours. Like every little letter has to be.
Everything has to be put into place.
yeah, and
It's
then-
not like just typing on a typewriter. It's putting the letter into place.
Yes, and it's all backwards.
Yes.
And upside down and reverse. It's like, I don't know how your mind works to get that all right, but we've wanted to do that for the longest time, because we have a selection of, I think, 20 plus antique presses down there, and so
Oh, neat.
probably not going to be doing it every time, because it took her about a week or so
But
to
what
do
a
it.
great,
Yeah.
good thing to frame, that
Yeah.
you've got, you did it. You
It
did
looks beautiful
It
even on
does.
your wall.
Yes, exactly.
It's
That's
Yeah,
neat.
yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
Well, thanks for having us.
Well, thank you, and nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Yes.
all right,
Well,
right,
good
cool.
luck on your, and happy anniversary.
Oh,
on
thank you.
your
Yeah,
you.
we're excited.
February
yeah.
7th.
Cool.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. We now have Andrea Becker from New Ulm Turner Hall here, and she's got some exciting stuff happening this month too, so it's going to be fun. But one of the first things we're going to talk about is the Frosty Morning Brunch, which I went to last year, and it was really, really fun and delicious. Like, if you walked out of there the least bit hungry, I'm sorry, there was something wrong. It was wonderful. So tell us about what is your plan? What is the date, first of all?
Sure. So our Frosty Morning, it's our second annual fundraising brunch. It's going to be on Sunday, February 2nd. We picked that date specifically because we know there's no football on, so it's a nice way to
Yes.
get some of the guys to come along. It's in between the championship and the Super Bowl, and so it's a nice day to just get out, come, enjoy live music, some fun, some games, some silent auction, tons and tons of great food, all while supporting Turner Hall. So
the games even last year were really fun. It was a different feeling because it was morning. It was, but it was fun. It was kind of like you kind of did it. You had some great food, and you still had the afternoon to do whatever you wanted to do. So it was great. So okay, so tickets can you get them at the door, or do you have to have
Yeah.
reservations?
So you can get them at the door, but we are encouraging everyone to get them either at the chamber or pick them up at Turner Hall, or you can purchase them right online. The tickets are $65, but that does include the live music from Krista Bowman this year, so we're so
good.
excited for that. The brunch, and then everyone will get 2 drink tickets when they come in, so you can enjoy anything you want. We have a mimosa bar, a
And
Bloody
it's a very
Mary
nice
bar,
mimosa bar.
bourbon bar, and a hot chocolate bar, or you can use the drinks tickets for soft drinks, root beer, whatever you guys want.
Right.
But it is a good day, and it's going to be great for Turner Hall.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun. It's fun. Okay, and then you've got a comedy show on the 15th, which is a Saturday night, right?
We do, yes. So Valentine's Day weekend, we have David Harris coming back. He joined us a couple of years ago on New Year's Eve, and we actually sold that show out. It's been a few years, so we wanted to have him back with some of his friends. The tickets for that event are $65 also, but that includes a 4-course buffet and then the comedy show that evening. So if you're joining us for dinner, that's going to be at 6:30. The show's going to start at 7:30. Those tickets are also available online. Or by calling Turner Hall, we'll get your space reserved for you. We don't have actual paper tickets for that, but if you wanted us to do that, we can certainly do that as well.
So sign up quick because the brunch is coming out February 2nd already, and then the comedian is February 15th. So
Correct.
yes. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds fun. Good
Yeah.
good ideas to do something this month. So yes.
Yes.
But then you've got a fun thing, a sip and paint.
Yes. So we have been looking at ways that we can expand our sound mind and sound body programming. Everyone knows we have the gymnastics program that's growing and thriving. We have over 500 students in our gymnastics program between our youth, recreational, progressive, and competitive classes. So that's doing very well, but it's also important for us to kind of keep true to our roots and our principles. And so doing an art class, we were approached by John Ebino. He works with our kind of Sunday Sinners crew. And we did our first sip and paint event last month. And I have some show and tell here. We did this cute little gnome. This is
fun.
Gabrielle. This was painted by one of our staff that attended the event.
Oh, that's so cute.
And this month we're doing a cute little penguin. Next month we're doing kind of you can come with a friend, and it's going to be 2 paintings of a bird that you can put together,
Okay.
or you can keep it separate.
Right.
So you can look for those, but we have a few of those coming up.
Okay.
Just something fun and different.
Can you register online for that too?
You can give us a call, and we'll get
Okay,
everything reserved
ready.
for
Yes.
you.
Okay,
yeah.
and what day is that going to be?
So next month in March, I believe it's like the 2nd or 3rd Friday. So you guys will have to
so look
us up on Facebook for that
right?
one.
Yes, and
Yep.
you have got a great Facebook page too.
Yep.
So okay, so then you just mentioned Sunday Sinners, which my son-in-law loves Sunday Sinners, and my brother-in-law. Tell us, like, if anyone hasn't been to Sunday Sinners, what is it?
Okay.
'Cause they love it.
It was something that was started over 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Something for the gentlemen of Turner Hall and those who want to support. But our Sunday Sinners meal is $25. It's comprised of all-you-can-eat ribs. We have French fries, we have cauliflower, we have garlic bread, we have olives, and we have coleslaw. So the guys just kind of come in, maybe have some beverages, Bloody Marys, typically watch the football game if that's on. And then a portion of those proceeds go into their own kitty that they use to give back to Turner Hall when we have certain projects.
Oh, neat.
So in the
I didn't know that.
past-
Oh, that's cool.
And I do, like, a couple of years ago, they purchased our popcorn machine for us. And then back in 2019, before COVID hit, when we were looking to renovate that back bar area, they gave us a huge donation to help support those renovations. And now they are looking to, we have some other projects coming up, and so they're looking to give back a little bit to us as well. So
how is it? Just once a month, right?
typically once a month from
Okay.
about October till about April.
Okay. Okay.
It's going to be the last one if they can squeeze that in there.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll squeeze 2 in a month. It depends.
Okay.
But it starts at 1 o'clock sharp on a Sunday, but you're welcome to come earlier and hang out and have food. And again, for the gentlemen in town that want to support
That's
Turner Hall.
right, that's
Yeah.
right. And make sure you like them on Facebook, because they always tell you what your specials are coming up for the week too, which is nice. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we've been doing a good job having some more creative specials. We're actually working, we have a new gentleman in our kitchen that is helping us get a lot of local foods and doing a lot of
Good.
prepared from scratch options. But again, we always have our regular traditional menu available for everyone. But we are trying some new things. We had an oyster night a couple of months ago that was a huge success. We're going to bring that back again.
And the burger night has to always be successful, right? Yeah.
Burger night's on Thursdays
Right,
now. So for
right.
those who used to know it on Tuesdays, we actually have it on Thursdays. So.
There's nothing better than a Turner Hall burger, so that's good too. So,
Yeah.
all the food is good there. So, anything else happening there?
Yes, I do have one more thing I do want to kind of give a plug to. So a couple of years ago, we started a Sound Mind, Sound Body series called Turner Talks. And what we're trying to do with that, again, tying back to that Sound Mind, Sound Body, addressing topics that are maybe new, different, or maybe people have questions about. We normally hold those on a Thursday night, and NewCat has been so great to come by and tape those and air those in case you can't make it in person. But it's free and open to the public. We always have light snacks and some hosted beer and beverages available for you. But some of our topics in the past were on hypnotherapy, on ketamine, on agriculture and manufacturing, healthy eating to reduce stress. But we do have one coming up. It's going to be on Thursday, March 27th. Dr. Daniel Grubner is going to be there to talk about the history of the New Ulm Municipal Band, because it actually had its roots at Turner Hall.
Oh, super cool. And he is a fantastic speaker. If you've never listened to him before, it's going to be great.
That's going to be great.
yeah,
So you
that's
can
super.
look for more information on that. He's super excited. He came to us with the idea. I said, I loved it. We've got to get this out there. And so,
That's great.
so he'll be doing our next Turner Talks in March.
Okay, that
Yeah.
sounds fun. You've got a lot of stuff going on in the next couple months then.
We do,
Right.
Including membership. So if you're not a member, my line is, and everybody that's anybody is a member at Turner Hall, and so we appreciate that. Your membership gets you 10% off in the restaurant on all your food and beverages when you come in. You get a birthday meal discount the week of your birthday that you can use when you choose. And then we do have some membership-only events that you can attend as a thank you. But your membership dollars really do go to support Turner Hall and the needs of the building, the infrastructure, the upkeep. I mean, everything from lawn care to snow removal to, broken pipes or whatever else comes up. And so we are just so happy to continue to be a great community center to host things. And we're so thankful for the membership that we have.
And wedding season is coming up, so if you know of anyone, that's a great place to have the entire wedding, actually, if you wanted to. Yeah.
Right, using the park or any of our inside rooms, and we can handle all the catering and things for you. And we're willing to
Right.
work with any couple with any budget at any time. So
That's right. Sounds good. Anything
Yeah.
else?
no, I think, gosh, I feel like we just have
Yes,
so
it's
much
good.
going on.
You do.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Andrea.
Yes,
We'll
thank
be
you.
right back. Amy Johnson is joining us with Brown County Historical Society, another one that's near and dear to my heart. Love everything with the museum. So we've got some fun exhibits going right now.
Yep.
Okay, so let's talk about those because we got some other fun stuff that's going to be on.
Yeah.
So Becoming Brown County.
Yep. Becoming Brown County is a permanent exhibit
Yeah.
along with the U.S. Dakota Wharf. So there you've got pretty much the first and the third floor. So those are there permanently. And then we have our second floor is more of like the rotating exhibits. So what's happening right there is we're still doing the 170th anniversary of New Ulm, the city of charm and tradition, and that will be going on for a while. And then now we're shifting into 170 years of holidays in Brown County. So that one was kind of what we were doing over, the December month, but now the exhibit's
ever
changing a little bit
changing,
because
yes.
the holidays are always changing. So we're looking at Valentine's Day now, so
Yes.
that exhibit will be happening there. Then we've got the rise and fall of the flower industry in Brown County that is also on the second floor that shall be there, I would say, maybe till summer.
Till summer. Okay, then I'll change out too.
Or
Okay,
maybe
so
longer.
Get,
You
get
never
there,
know.
right? Get there soon. And it just seems like every time you go there, you catch something different, or because I've gone through the Brown County one a couple different times, but it's kind of like you just see something different.
Yeah.
Or it's really neat.
I was
yeah.
like, looking at, I walk through it every day and it's like, oh, I never
Yes,
noticed that before.
Exactly. That's it. That's it. Okay, and then you've got senior living.
Well, yeah, so this is kind of a seasonal program too. We go out to about 13 different senior living places in Brown County, so Springfield, Sleepy Eye, New Ulm, and then give presentations. Right now, the presentation is Mammoths and More, Fossils of Brown County. But coming up after this, and kind of looking forward to this one, is the disasters of Brown County.
Oh, fun.
That's
Okay.
next. So that hopefully will be starting in March. And so Volunteer did a lot of the research for this. So we thank Carla for her work on this one. And yeah, so that's what's happening with senior living. And then when that kind of comes to an end around May, and then we kick off Lunch and a Bite. So if you're not doing, we're doing Lunch and a Bite, or we're going out to visit.
Right, because
senior
13 is a lot
locations.
of different.
It is, it's a lot.
And how lucky we are in Brown County that we've got that many, but to hit them all, that's really,
Yeah.
that's fantastic.
Yeah. And it seems like
Yes.
there's potential for growth with the program, but you know, it takes a
Time.
lot of programming time, research to come up with fresh ideas. Fresh ideas.
Yes.
That's
yeah.
kind of a big theme that's going
That's
on right now.
Exactly, everywhere. And then you've got the book sale coming in April already, so
Yeah.
start when you're doing your spring cleaning. So you'll take books, will you take DVDs also?
I think we'll still take DVDs this
And
year.
puzzles, right?
And puzzles, yes.
Yeah.
So we'll probably start collecting for that at the beginning of April. So as you're kind of going through your house, keep us in mind. You can put your books in bins in our parking lot starting in April. I don't have the dates for the book sale yet,
Yep.
and then of course they start this is a volunteer fundraiser for the museum, volunteer run. So thank you to our volunteers again.
So between the book sale and the popcorn wagon, those are really two big volunteer fundraisers
Those
for
are,
you.
yes, our two biggest fundraisers
Right.
that we do. And
Right.
yeah, so now we're starting to schedule the popcorn wagon too. So this is everything that's going on right now. It seems very quiet at the museum, but
Yeah,
it's like
it's
planning.
Behind the scenes is going crazy. Yes.
So anyways, at the book sale though, they have to start sorting those books like almost a month, 3 weeks ahead. So if you want to volunteer to work at the book sale,
yes.
or if you want to come in and help sort books, like it's kind of on your own schedule. Let me know. Give us a call.
Right.
Yep, 507-233-2618 is my number.
2618. Yes, and so put your books aside, and then it's great because you can just drive through the parking lot. They've got a big Rubbermaid tote. You just throw them in,
Yep.
and they make it very easy to donate. So it's
Be
great.
Done. Yep.
Yes. Okay, lunch and a bite. So what are some of the things coming
Oh,
up?
so
you're
lunch and a
thinking?
bite. Let's see. I think it will start probably in May,
Okay.
and the first one is going to be about the Rapidan Dam.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yes.
And that's always at noon on a Thursday. The Thursdays kind of jump around here and there, and then I believe we're going to have a presentation by Dan Grebner on the municipal band.
It's gonna be
And
good.
that's going to happen. And then I think Sheriff Seidel will be coming down to talk about the history of the sheriff's office.
Oh, fantastic.
And then there's a couple others, but those are some examples
Oh,
of
that
what we'll be up
sounds.
to.
Yeah. So keep watching for those too.
Yeah.
And then you need volunteers.
Volunteers, yes. So we're gonna, kind of start getting that together because school tours will be here before you know it in May. So we are looking to train people for walking tour, third floor tour, first floor tour. But then we also need volunteers at the front desk. Anything that you can pretty much dream of, we can find volunteers to do. If you want to be put on a list to help us do our newsletter mailing, we can use volunteers for that. If you want to do meet and greet at some of our bigger, at Lunch and a Bite or our March program or our May program, there's that opportunity. Of course, the popcorn wagon, if you're interested in the popcorn wagon, you can just give us a call, come on in, and help us out.
Yes.
We just got done decorating for, taking down the decorations for the holidays, so that there's that too, decorating. But
Right.
anyways, it's all happening.
Exactly. Okay, and then you've got some other collaborations that sound really, really fun coming up.
Yes, we are, participating with the library and State Street Theater. Our research librarian, Darla, is kind of verifying some information. There's a program called Tales of the Town. Again, State Street Theater, library, New Cat. You can catch it on New Cat. And they just did the murals of Turner. And then upcoming now, watch for it, is going to be the Carrie Nation.
But it's her in New Ulm, like.
Yeah, when
so
she's
it's
in
tied
New
to New
So
Ulm.
Tales
It's not
from the
just-
Town,
yes,
it's about New Ulm.
So cool.
Yep.
Yes. So
So-
Carrie Nation's going to be coming, and
Yep.
and her what she wanted to do to our downtown establishment, right?
Yep.
And then you've
So-
got do you have any other ones coming up or? always-
Prohibition,
Prohibition, oh.
but this is
yes,
all
Yes.
in the mind of Newcat and
Yes.
the library and State
It's
Street
fun.
Theater.
It's
And
so cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
very neat, very
so
neat.
watch for it on Newcat.
Yes.
Coming now.
All right, so you've got a busy time right now, and it's just gonna keep getting better. But I
Yes.
do love the whole thing about the changing of the holidays, and so make sure that you, every holiday, you have to go up to second floor and see what's new up there.
What can be
Yeah,
dreamed up, yeah.
That's right, that's right.
Right on.
All right, well, thank you.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Now we have Leroy Harris from the library, and he is always full of stuff that's going on, and the pages in front of him, it's gonna be good.
Well,
Welcome.
thanks for having us back, Lisa.
bet.
So we'll start off with, I guess, children's programming. We've got all of the usual fun suspects. So story time is continuing. That's every Monday morning at 10:30, and that'll it's our winter session of story time, and that's going to finish on Monday, February 24th. Then there'll be a break for a while, and then the spring session will start. Pajama party story time, of course, Wednesday evenings. It's a great time of year for pajama party story time. It's dark, it's cold. Come in snuggly pajamas with a snuggly stuffed animal friend. Wednesday nights at 6:30. Enjoy some stories and songs that are designed to kind of soothe and settle before bedtime. So that's a fun one. The Junior Video Game Club, which got started up last month, will be having their next meeting on Tuesday, February 4th. So it's after school at 3:30 in the afternoon. It's for 2nd through 5th grade. So come on down here to the meeting room. We now have 2 Nintendo Switches, so more people can play at the same time.
Fun.
And they just do fun multiplayer games and teach Miss Catherine how to play things and eat snacks, and it's a
That
great
sounds
time.
fun, that's great.
We have a fun event for our very little patrons. For 2 to 4-year-olds, we're going to have our drive-in movie here at the public library, and you get to get a box to decorate your car to come to the drive-in movie. You do have to register because space is limited, but that's going to be Friday, February 7th at 10:30 in the morning. Little friends can come and have a drive-in movie at the library. So get registered, and then you get to decorate your car and drive it in to watch the movie.
That is so fun. I wrote it down because I know little Miss Sophie is gonna wanna do this.
Okay.
She loves, yes, that's great.
There'll be a snack, and it's just like a half-hour movie because little kids don't have a great
No.
attention span.
Perfect.
Anime Club has their monthly meeting on Tuesday, February 11th. So again, that's after school at 3:30. It's for 6th through 12th grade. Come watch some anime, talk about manga, eat some Japanese snacks. It's a fun time. Our STEM activities, we've got Creative Kids, which is for kindergarten and 1st grade. That's going to be on Thursday, February 13th at 3:30. And again, that's a program you need to register for, and so you can register online at newhamlibrary.org, or you can call the library 507-359-8331. And so they'll be doing some kind of STEM project, learning about a principle, and creating something that they can take home. Our Wacky Wonders is our older STEM program, so that's for 2nd through 5th graders, and that's going to be on Thursday, February 20th at 3:30, again after school. Might have the same project as the younger group, might be different, so Miss Catherine likes to keep it a surprise. Our monthly Friday special story time is a bit more special in February, because we're holding it on Friday, February 14th at 10 a.m., which is Valentine's Day, but more importantly, it's Clifford the Big Red Dog's birthday.
Yes, that's right.
His 62nd birthday. And so we're partnering up with Luca Books, and we will have Clifford the Big Red Dog there, thanks to Scholastic Publishing. And so come for a story time, a craft, and meet Clifford, and maybe some other surprise, but you'll have to come to see.
I love it.
The Teen Video Game Club is meeting on Saturday, February 15th at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They meet for about an hour and a half. Come play games, eat snacks, have a good time. And then we've got our 2 sensory playtimes for kids. The evening sensory playtime is first in February, and that's going to be on Tuesday, February 18th at 6 p.m. And again, that's a registered program because especially, everyone is invited, but especially for parents that have children with sensory issues, we don't want the group to be too large. And so the activities and the toys that are there are all designed to help with those sensory inputs. So again, that's Tuesday, February 18th at 6 p.m. And then the daytime one will be Thursday, February 27th at 10 o'clock in the And so those are all the fun kids activities we have going on.
That's a lot, yes.
On the adult side of things, our winter reading program is still going on, Lisa. So if you haven't registered yet, please come by the circulation desk, pick up your tracking sheet. It's that easy. All you have to do is read books, and you'll get to earn a free book from our prize shelf, and you get your names in for drawings for prizes at the end of the program. And we're grateful to the Friends of the Library for sponsoring those prizes. This year, our theme is a bit simpler than last year. We're just trying to stay warm. And so you've got a thermometer on your tracking sheet. For every 5 books you read, you get to go up a certain amount on the thermometer, and that insers you a name slip into the drawing at the end.
So how long will this go on?
It goes through the end of February,
End of
so
February.
it'll
Okay,
end
so you
February
got-
28th, but you have until March 15th to turn in your tracking sheet.
Okay, so
and
you've got a
then-
good month yet to
Oh yeah,
read
plen-
books.
plenty of time
Yes.
to at least earn a free book and get your name in the drawing. And we have double the number of prizes this year that we had last year,
Okay.
so we're excited for that. We of course have our senior movie matinees continuing in February. All of our movies for February are from the 1940s, and so that's Friday afternoons at 1 p.m. here in the meeting room. Our first one is The Man Who Came to Dinner, so great comedy, and then Leave Her to Heaven, My Favorite Wife, and Conflict. So we got a fair breadth of genre there.
Do you have to register for that or not?
No,
Just
you're
come-
not. Just come in.
on in.
Yeah, just
Okay,
come on in.
perfect.
Fridays at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Our art group is meeting again. So they started up actually just yesterday. And so they'll be meeting through to the end of May, but that's every Wednesday afternoon from 1:30 to 3:30. Our needleworking group, of course, meets Wednesday mornings from 9:30 to about 12-ish. And then we've got our knippling group, which does the Bohemian Lace, Tuesday afternoons from 1 to 3. That's all of our crafting stuff for right now. But we've got our 3 book clubs, of course. Our Litwitz Book Club will be meeting on Monday, February 3rd at 6:30 up in our Fred Johnson room. And they're going to be discussing the classic Go Till It on the Mountain by James Baldwin. And then our History Book Club will be meeting at noon on Tuesday, February 18th. And they're going to be discussing Targeted Beirut by Jack Carr, talking about the 1983, I think, bombing of the Marine Corps barracks in the Middle East and the after effects of all that. And so they meet in the wintertime at the City Center Apartments, which is over at 115 South Minnesota Street. Again, still open to the public, so you can stop by the circulation desk for any of our book clubs to get one of the books. You don't have to try to go out and find your own copy, and you can just come and enjoy the discussion. Our Mystery Book Club meets on the last Monday of the month, so that's going to be Monday, February 24th at 6:30, again here at the library, and they're going to be discussing the somewhat spooky The House of Brides by Jane Cockrum. And so that's our book clubs. We've got our Genealogy Club. We'll be having their meeting on Thursday, February 20th at 6:30 p.m. We're getting closer to Roots Tech, so that's registration for it is open online, and so we'll talk about that at our meeting. We'll also be looking forward to our next field trip that we're planning, so that'll be a lot of fun. And then we have something a little bit different this for February for both the New Ulm Film Society and the Minnesota Valley Civil War Roundtable. They are partnering in February. New Ulm Film Society is continuing their America at War series. We just watched The Alamo earlier this week. And in February, they're going to be watching the epic miniseries Gettysburg. And so that's from the 1993. It's 271 minutes long. It's long. But so the Civil War Roundtable, in lieu of their regular meeting, is going to be joining with the Film Society for that epic screening. We're going to be here until after 11 o'clock at night. We'll have refreshments. We're going to take a couple of intermissions as well.
Good.
It's a long slog, but it's a fabulous movie. A lot of stars in it, but just a really accurate, wonderful recreation of what happened at Gettysburg. And so I think that's all of the things for programming anyway.
You know what's really neat also is that when people move to New Ulm, so I'm putting my real estate hat on, this is a great way to meet other people. And
Absolutely.
we've heard this before also. I've got some people that have joined book clubs or even the knitting group, just to meet other people. And if you feel like that, if you feel like, oh, I just want to meet, this is a super way. This is,
Yes.
it doesn't cost anything.
nothing.
And yeah, if it doesn't work, then you just try a different club. But it's super great. It is, yes.
And we have something for everybody. And I did neglect to mention, we've got chess club, of course, every Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock. And then we have our Pathfinder role-playing groups as well. We've got our teen one on Monday afternoons at 3:45, and then our adult one Tuesday afternoons at 4:15, and then we also have 2 online groups as well. So if you've got a busy schedule and you're not able to come into the library, or maybe you live in a community near New Ulm but don't want to have to drive in, you can check out those options as well on our website, connect to our Discord channel, and get all the info there.
Wow, that's great. Yes.
So we do have one holiday closure in February, President's
yes,
Day,
that's right.
and so we will be closed on Monday, February 17th.
Okay.
So none of our regular programs like Storytime or the Teen Pathfinder will happen on that day. But that's our only planned closure anyway. We'll see what the weather does to
Maybe
us.
we'll get some snow.
Maybe we'll get snow.
And then we could borrow your snowshoes. Do you still have that?
We do. We have
Yes.
snowshoes. We have snow fort building kits. We have sleds.
Exactly. So
People
hold
check
for
them out.
some, yes.
Come get some. Or if you don't want to go out in the snow, but you're missing some sunshine, we also have therapy lamps. We've got some great indoor tools and things. Check out our library of things. There's all sorts of great things there.
It is, yes.
It's also tax season, and so we
that's
are again partnering with the United Way for their free tax prep that they do. They hold it here in our meeting room and take it over every Tuesday and Thursday through February, March, and into April. But you can call their dedicated phone line to make an appointment to get help with your taxes for free with professional tax preparers, and that's 507-276-3186, and that starts Tuesday, February 4th.
February 4th, okay, yes, yeah.
And I think that's all I have specifically, other than we're still getting updates to our memory lab, thanks to the grant we received from the Mellon Foundation. Our newest addition that we've actually gotten to use a couple of times now is our 8mm film converter. So that's
okay.
really interesting. Had a couple snags so far, as is true whenever you're learning a new piece of technology, but it's helped me so I can help you troubleshoot. But yeah, so we have people doing VHS projects, CDs, audio cassettes, from one kind of digital file to another, photos, slides, film negatives, and now 8mm film as well. You can call the library to see about setting up an initial appointment, or you can go on our website and click on Digital Library and scroll to the bottom, and there's an interest reservation form that you can fill out there. It sends an email to me. So.
And if you do, this is such a easy, cheap way to do things versus if you send everything in to some of these, it's quite expensive. So this is really great.
The 2 biggest concerns for people that are looking to digitize their old media are number 1, the cost, and number 2 is once you send it away to one of these services, you don't have it anymore. And if it's lost in the mail, or if they damage it for some reason or whatnot, you never see it again. It's gone. At our memory lab, we train you how to use the equipment. It's your project, so you're in control of it at all times. We help you with your pacing, any troubleshooting that you need, but it doesn't cost you anything more than your time.
Right, it is, yeah.
So it's a wonderful service. We're very glad that we can offer it to the community. It's one of my favorite things to do when I help someone with the memory lab, and then they maybe haven't gotten the understanding that it's free and ask me, so how much do I owe for this? And then I tell them it's free, and they're just shocked expression.
Right.
It's just great.
Because if you do send it off, it's hundreds and hundreds.
Hundreds and hundreds or thousands.
Yes,
So,
yes,
yeah.
yes. Okay, and then when you're not doing programming, you are doing Tales of Our City, which is, we just talked about with Brown County Historical Society. So this sounds really fun, and you're the host of this.
Yes, so library of course has a YouTube channel, and we have a show which I can talk about in a minute there, but our new show that we're partnering with New Cat and State Street Theater as well as the Brown County Historical Society is Tales of the Town. It's a lot of fun. We're looking at quirky episodes from New Ulm's history and kind of reenacting them. They want to use my voice. I'm not sure why.
great
Michael is
voice.
laughing in the back over there. But
Get it right on one take, Leroy.
okay, yes, I can do that. I can get it right on one take, but saves time. But yeah,
And if
we're-
they have any ideas, they could let you know too, right?
Yes.
If they know any quirky stories, they could.
Mhm.
Yes.
Absolutely. We've got a number of ideas. We're working on the second episode. The first episode is available on YouTube. You can find it on New Cat's channel. You can also find it on the library's channel in one of our playlists as well. Talking about the murals over at Turner Hall that for many years were covered over, and talking about the background there and the bit of a mystery as to why were they covered.
Why were they covered? Why?
We still
Yes.
don't know.
And do you talk a little bit about the opera singer that brought this
Oh yes,
painting?
yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
you
We
gotta
talked
watch
about
it. Yes.
Marie Methuselah and her
Yes.
husband Guido, and yes. So
yes, you need to get the whole story.
yeah,
here.
it's not super long, a little over 5 minutes, I think, and just a great little episode that showcases one of the reasons why New Ulm is a unique and interesting place to be.
That's just one of the reasons.
Yeah, just one. But
Anything else?
I was going to mention our other
yes.
show.
Yes, the new show. Yes.
Yes, so not new, but just maybe you haven't heard of it. In addition to our library of things, objects and things that you can check out, we also have a whole bunch of games that you can try. Board games, card games, etc. And so we have a show where we partner with New Cat called Don't Forget to Read the Instructions. I teach my fellow librarians and New Cat staff how to play a game
Yes,
from our
it's-
collection.
It's very good. I watched it. Yes.
And so we play the game, we discuss how it went, what we thought about it, and so if you want to try it for yourself, you can come check it out from our collection. We've got over 35 episodes now, plus a number of short clips taken from episodes too. You can find it on New Cat's channel, or again, we've got a whole playlist on the library's YouTube channel too. It's always fun when I have someone run into me and be like, "You're that guy who plays games." I think my favorite story though was I had a lady that said, "I was in the hospital, I'd just given birth, and your show made me laugh so hard. It was the highlight of my day for 2 days while I was stuck in the hospital with my
It
baby."
is, it's great.
And I was like, "This is great." So
It is.
So yeah, it's a fun show. There's great banter, especially between Mike and Catherine. Of course, Catherine says that Mike and I are like the two younger brothers she never wanted. It's a lot of fun. And so yeah, please go ahead and watch that show. You can also find, of course, many other previous programs and presentations and performances given here at the library on our YouTube channel as well.
Fantastic. It's always fun to talk to you. You're always full of information. So, we'll be right back. We are welcoming Crystal Johnson from the Chamber of Commerce, and it just seems like you just got done with bagging in the streets and spiking in the street, and now we're back at it again.
It all comes back around.
It really fast too.
Yeah.
Yes. Once you get older, it seems like it's coming back faster and faster. But okay, so bagging in the street is your next thing on February 8th. So
Yep,
how
coming
are
up real
your
quick.
how are your teams coming? And hopefully it'll be warm. Remember last year was so dreadfully
I
cold
know.
that you couldn't even.
Yeah.
So hopefully you've got
There was
better
like
weather.
frostbite, so yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully it's a lot warmer. We still definitely have room for teams. I don't know that will be the case when this comes out, but the deadline is January 31st. But if you are really interested, feel free to give us a call.
Yes.
And we might be able to squeeze you in if there is room. So definitely don't let that deter you. It starts at 10 a.m. on February 8th. If you're competing, registration's earlier. I believe it's going to still be at Lola's, but we are changing the location. So last year it was right on Minnesota Street. We're going to switch that around to kind of be in the parking lot across from the City Hall and the alley back behind like the Chamber and B&L and that kind of area there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where bagging in the streets is going to be.
That's where it's
okay.
gonna be.
Okay. Oh, fun. Okay. So, but spectators are welcome.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Please come out. It's going to be fun. You get to watch a bag-in tournament. There's going to be pool play and then brackets, cash prizes for both brackets. So that's fun. Standard cornhole rules. Don't ask me, but it's researchable.
And the best part is if you get tired of doing that, shop.
Yes.
That's the best part. Is just
So many fun places
Yes.
downtown. Go eat, drink,
coffee.
shop.
Oh my gosh, yes,
coffee.
the coffee
There's so
shops.
much
It's
good
just
stuff.
so fun. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great stuff downtown to keep you busy.
Right.
For sure.
Right. Okay, so that's bagging in the streets. And then when I read this, it was just like farmers market annual meeting, but it is, you kind of have to start planning, and hopefully, I mean, I already got my gurneys magazine, so it's kind of like I'm ready to
Yeah.
plant. So
Yes.
okay, so anyone that's interested.
Yes, so past vendors, or if you're planning on or interested in being a vendor for the coming season, which is going to be June 19th through October 4th, the Thursdays and Fridays, we're keeping the same time and location as last year. So that's Thursdays 2:30 to 5:30, Saturdays are 9 to noon, and it is going to be at Ada Zinnia again this year. So
Okay.
the vendors really liked that. They had really great sales. Nice visibility on Broadway,
Right.
brought in people who didn't know the farmer's market was happening, just saw
Yes.
it. We're like, hey,
I gotta
what's
stop.
that?
Right.
Let's go check it out. So it worked out really well. So we're going to continue with that.
And it's not just garden produce either.
No,
Yeah.
No, craft
goods,
vendors,
crafts.
baked goods. Yes, there's
Yes.
some really good baked good vendors
Uh-huh.
there. And then, yep, like craft vendors and obviously produce, but we've also had some meat sellers as well. There's a variety of things. So
Mm-hmm. Right.
definitely come and check it out. And we also try to have activities, usually on the Saturdays, family friendly things, just to make it
Yes.
more of an experience. You know?
So if you're just kind of thinking about should I be in the farmers market, this would be a great meeting to go to just to check it out.
Absolutely. We're going to talk about a lot of different things, the application process. I don't know all exactly. I've been to one of them because we took it over last year. And so we'll talk about the application process, I'm sure, and the policies and things like that, what's required, the kind of resources and stuff. There is also like a website if you wanted to know more. It's newulm.com/farmersmarket. Nice and easy to remember. That's going to be Tuesday, February 11th at 7 p.m. at Best Western in the Shells Room.
Okay.
And I think that might be it. Yeah, we're just kind of a welcome meeting and
Information.
business,
Good.
kind of wrapping things up. No RSVP necessary, just show up. We do have sponsorships available for the farmers market, so if you want to get your name out there, there are 3 tiered levels. If you're interested in that kind of information, just contact us at the chamber.
Perfect. And then community engagement night, February 19th. What is
Yes.
that?
I'm very excited for this one. So, HYPE, our Helping Young Professionals Evolve group, is getting restarted back
Super.
in August. Yes. So that kind of, took a hit during COVID, like a lot of things did, and we brought it back starting in August of 2024. And we've had a couple socials, we've had a professional development event, and our next one coming up is February 19th. It's a Wednesday. It's another kind of professional development, but this is for everybody. HYPE is hosting it, but the point of it, it's community engagement night. We want every group, so that's committees, clubs, boards, commissions, like nonprofit boards, everybody who has things that people can get involved in, like if you have a gaming club or something, talk to us because we really want you there to talk about what that group is, how to get involved, how to support it, go to meetings, volunteer for events, any kind of thing that you have that people can get involved with, come and talk about it. And then everyone in the community is invited to just come and listen about that. We are going to have heavy apps, so it is just a free event with free food and just learn how you can get involved in the community. So if you are a group that wants to share, tell us so we can get you on the agenda. And then if you are interested, what can I do in New Ulm? There is so much
There's
stuff.
so much stuff.
My list of people to contact is huge.
Yes.
Not
And
my
there's-
list, our committee's list.
Right, but there's so many people looking for volunteers all the time. This is a great opportunity. And like we had mentioned before in the broadcast, if you're new to New Ulm and you want to meet people, or if you had a life change and you want to meet different people, this would be great. This is a great opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
Some people sit back and say it's so hard to meet people in New Ulm. Here's an opportunity.
This is the
because
perfect
this is,
opportunity
It is.
because you're going to find like-minded people. Like,
Right.
okay, are you interested in the gardening club? Okay, go talk to them over there. Are you interested in a city commission to help, how the city functions? Are you interested in a chamber committee? Or there's literally so many.
Yeah. If you like historical
Yes,
stuff,
absolutely.
there's
So,
many things.
the museum board, the grand board, the State Street Theater board, they're going to be there and talking about it. So if you are interested, how can I get involved? This is going to be the perfect time to do that. So again, February 19th, come out to Turner Hall. It is free. Everybody's invited, and it's from 4:30 to 7
4:30
p.m.
to 7. Okay, perfect. And then-
Oh, I'm sorry. We are asking for an RSVP
Okay.
just so that we know how much food to get. So free, but please RSVP.
Okay, that sounds
At the
like a
chamber.
great idea.
Very
So
excited for it.
HYPE, so if it's young professionals up to about what age? Like,
21 to 40.
okay,
And we have that 21 because the socials are usually at places
Yes.
that serve alcohol, and we want to make sure that we're being, you know, cognizant of that and not having
Such a
18-year-olds
good
there.
program.
Yeah.
Because you guys are all the same age, and it's just, it
Yeah.
is such a good idea,
Yep,
really
it's
good.
just another way to network and get to know people. That's how, like, my boss Sarah got to know people when she first moved here, was
Absolutely.
being in Hype. And we do an event every other month, and those are rotating between professional development and socials. So February is going to be professional development, skip March, and then April will be a social. And most of these events are free. Every one so far has been free. We have some other more intensive professional development planned later on in the year that might have a ticketed, you know, just a cost to attend. But if you're a Hype member, you'll get a discount. But those are still going to be open to the public because we feel like professional development, if you help the individual, you're going to help the community. So it's
So
really
what type
we
of
wanna do.
people, like, do you have nurses, and like, what type of people do you all have involved?
Yeah, so on our steering committee, we've got someone from New Ulm Medical Center. We've got a couple people from like the lawyer, oh my gosh, Gislason and Hunter, Lethen Barons. See, what else have we got? I'm trying to think. We have
But it can be anyone.
literally anyone can come
that's
out.
age
for
21
sure.
to 40.
We've
anyone.
got people that work at the bigger manufacturings. We've got people who work at small businesses. So whatever, even we have stay-at-home moms. You know, we're just trying to get people connected.
Right.
So.
If you're a young person between 21 and 40, this is a great opportunity.
Absolutely, and
Yeah.
no member dues for the entire year of 2025. So
That's great.
yeah,
That's great.
It's really fun.
And then you've got the chamber annual meeting already.
Yes,
Small
already.
business and big business
Yep.
of the year, and yes, that's always a fun meeting to go to.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. February 20th at Turner Hall. Social starts at 5:30, dinner 6:30, and then we have a program at 7:30. We'll be voting on the business of the year, and we'll be recognizing the tourism person of the year at that. We're going to talk about some of the chamber initiatives that are happening, committee updates, so just kind of tell you what the chamber has been doing for the last year. There are table sponsorships available if you're a business that wants to sponsor a table. There's like a little competition that people vote on as well for your decorations. It's $100 and you get 2 tickets included in that. So that is for chamber members and their employees, and you can also invite guests. So it's not fully open to the public, but if, say, like somebody wanted to bring their spouse, for sure, absolutely. And we have tickets available. I'm not sure if they will be by the time this comes out.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. It's a fun night to see a lot of
Yeah.
different people that you don't always get to see. So that's really a fun night. Mingle with a purpose.
Yes. So our women's networking event. This is another annual thing that we do. It's coming up on February 27th from 5 to 8:30 at Royal Oak Event Center. The program does start right away at 6, so make sure you're there by 6. And we are bringing in Abby Jimenez. I'm so excited about this one too. She is a local Minnesota author, New York Times bestselling. She is the founder and owner of Nadia Cakes. She's won Cupcake Wars. So
Yes.
amazing. She's going to be talking to us about her journey from being laid off while she was pregnant with her 3rd child, all the way to making this hobby of decorating cakes into a global success. So it's really a fascinating story that we all get to hear about. We're gonna have a photo op afterwards, and there's also an opportunity to pre-order signed copies of her books. She has, I believe, 6 out, and the 7th is coming out in April, or it's 5 out and the 6th is coming out in April, I can't remember. And they're really good. I'm halfway through the 3rd one. You don't have to read them in order, but I'm
Neat.
obsessive about it, so I
That's
have to,
great.
but they're really good. So check out her books, come to the event. Just another, networking sounds so professional, but that's just getting to know people. So it's just another
having fun,
opportunity to
right.
visit with people in the community and get to know the ones.
Because it seems like in winter, you just kind of curl up in your home a little bit more. And so it's
Yeah.
kind of fun, this and like the home show that's coming up soon. It's kind of our way to be able to get out of our cocoon and, oh, you're still here. And so it's fun. Yeah.
For sure. Yep.
Yes.
Definitely come out for that. It's going to be fun. Last year was really fun. I think this year will be even better. It's just kind of a different vibe, so it's going to be fun
It
having
is
her
fun.
there. She's hilarious. If you've ever followed her on social media, she's really funny. So I'm looking forward to listening to her.
Right. And you always have good sponsors too, so that's
Yeah,
wonderful too.
definitely.
Yes, yeah, with some freebies on the table then for you as
There
well.
you
So it's
go.
great.
Yep.
It's great. It's
And-
well worth it.
Yeah, tickets will be available for a really long time. pretty much up until the event. I
Okay.
think I sold tickets at the event last year. But it is better to get in your tickets ahead of time. After January 31st, it goes up by $5. So for the general public, you do not have to be a chamber member. It's $40. So in February, it'll be $45. And then for chamber members, and that is anyone who works for a chamber member. So if you don't know, just ask us and we'll let you know. Like, hey, this is my employer. It might be cheaper. So it's $35 for members right now, and then in February it'll be $40.
Sounds great. Sounds like you've got a busy month of
There's a
February.
lot going
ahead
on.
of you.
It'll be
Yes.
fun.
And this is your slow time, right?
Yeah, I thought when I started working there would be a slow time, and there really
There's
just
really not.
isn't. But
No,
that's
not
okay.
at
It's
all.
fun.
That's right.
Never
That's right.
boring.
All right. Well, thanks, Crystal.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. We now have Bethel Balgi, and she is going to talk about Pro Musica, which we are so lucky that we have in New Ulm because it brings a completely different flavor to a lot of different things. So let's talk a little bit about what is Pro Musica for those people that don't know.
Sure, yeah. Well, Pro Musica Minnesota is a chamber music concert series that was established in 2016. So we are in our 8th season, and we produce concerts of classical music that bring professional musicians from especially the Minnesota Orchestra to New Ulm. And it's usually 3, 4, 5 musicians, and we perform in 3 concerts throughout our season at Martin Luther College in their Chapel of the Christ. And
Which is so beautiful.
it
Yes.
is like an amazing venue
Yes.
with a fabulous piano. I am the artistic director of Pro Musica Minnesota, so I founded, established this series in 2016. And as artistic director, I choose the programs, I contact the musicians, and I perform. So I'm the pianist in the mix of musicians. And I have to say, so this is a selling point of chamber music. What is so great about chamber music, if you never have seen it, is to really be up close to a lot of energy and a lot of really fine music and musicians that you don't often get to see super up close.
Right.
Because the Minnesota Orchestra, they're up on a stage or whatever, and this you're literally feet away, and there is amazing dialogue that goes on between the musicians that it's different every time we perform. You never know what's
Right.
going to happen.
Right.
And playing just a real variety of music within the classical genre. And people come away, and this is just what I've heard, just very energized and excited, and it kind of stays with them for a long time because it is such a special experience to be there.
I am always amazed that how talented people are. It's just amazing to me when you really watch when you guys perform. It's wonderful. So watch that. It is incredible.
Thank you. Yeah. I think it's often the case in a lot of the arts. You don't always realize how much work goes into it. Of course, there's a talent, but then you have like one chance to do it.
Right.
And so that's what makes it so special too, and
Right.
energizing.
Exactly. Yes. Okay, so how can people get tickets or season subscriptions?
Yeah, good question. So we have a website, ProMusica MN, so as in Minnesota, ProMusicaMN.com.
Okay.
And it has all the information on concerts and purchasing tickets, or you can even come on the day of if you're
Okay.
not certain of your schedule for the weekend.
Right.
And it's come to the Chapel of the Christ on the campus of Martin Luther College. So our next concert, anticipating your next question, is going to be Valentine's weekend. So,
Oh, fun.
yeah,
Okay,
so it's
okay.
a Valentine's special on the 16th.
On the
So
16th,
on the
okay.
16th, not the 14th, but Sunday the 16th at 3 p.m.
Okay, 3 p.m. at the Chapel of Christ. Okay, and what music will you be playing that day?
Right, I'm so excited for this program. It's going to be a quintet. And these are, I'm the pianist, but there are 4 musicians from the Minnesota Orchestra playing a program called The Trout, as in the fish, The Trout. And the name comes from a piece that Franz Schubert wrote. And it's a very famous and very, delightful piece of music with some humor and a lot of fast, brilliant passage work and dialogue. Talk about the dialogue. So The Trout is a piece that Schubert loved, and it was very popular, so much that he even wrote a song. And we are going to have a singer.
Really?
We're going to have a singer come and sing the song, The Trout.
Oh, interesting.
And yeah, she's a local and very wonderful soprano, Jenny Hogan
Okay.
Hested. She just got married. Jenny
Okay.
Hogan Hesed. And then with these other musicians. And since we have a quintet of these performers, it's violin, viola, cello, and double bass, so it's an interesting group.
Yes.
We're also going to do another piece that has that same scoring for those five instruments,
Okay.
by a composer a little bit earlier than Schubert, by Johann Hummel.
Okay,
So Hummel
okay.
Quintet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long do the concerts, are they like an hour-long concert or about how long?
I would just plan for 90 minutes. We have an
Yes.
intermission
Oh, really?
usually.
Okay, you have an intermission. Okay,
intermission.
perfect.
That
Okay.
way you can just, relax and come.
Yes.
And, yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so you always host the shows at MLC College.
Yes.
Okay.
But.
Yes.
Maybe
Okay.
you're- we have been expanding our program. So Pro Musica Minnesota is growing, and it's growing outside of New Ulm. And I've been going, Pro Musica's been going to the St. Cloud Chamber Music Society. This was our 4th time, and they've invited us for next season. And we started going to the University of Minnesota in Morris. And so word is getting out in a really cool way about
Yes.
the special offering that we have. And the other way it's growing is that Minnesota Public Radio has been playing our recordings, and it's been going out on American Public Media, which is nationwide, on their program called Performance Today. So you have Performance Today from New York and LA and New Ulm.
That's so neat.
It's a very exciting thing for us that we're growing in that way,
Right.
and professionally, and people are getting to know us.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay, but then you also you received some grant funding, so we see
Yes.
some different things around town. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Yes. Yeah, that's just a very new initiative,
Mhm.
and we got permission from the City Council of New Ulm, and also then through Park and Recreation and here in New Ulm, to put signage around parks, especially around New Ulm. And I have a sample
Love
here.
it.
This is which is photography, wildlife photography from photographer Benji Iniger here in Minnesota. And on the signage, the initiative is combining some kind of an exercise, like a walk for 30 minutes around a park. And at that time, as you're walking, take a companion along with the music. So you scan this QR code onto your phone, and you might have Beethoven or Brahms join you on your walk. And what
So
they
it'd be like about 30 minutes then that they're going to
it's
play?
usually timed, whether it's
Oh.
15 or 10 minutes. We
Right.
Benji and I walked the routes on the park and to say, oh, we have 10 minutes, let's do a 10-minute piece.
Oh,
And then, so it's like incentive to walk and listen. And these are all, what's on the QR code are live recordings, actual live recordings from our concerts. And it's a wide variety of, because we record all of our concerts, whether it's Beethoven, Brahms, or Gershwin, or any of the popular classical
Right.
pieces.
But even just the picture
yeah,
is beautiful. And then it also, 10 minutes per day can go a long way, and just neat. So that's partnered with
Yeah.
City of New Ulm, Park and Rec, and Pro Music in Minnesota.
correct.
Neat.
Yeah.
That's really neat.
Yeah.
Okay, and you got grant funding for that.
Yes.
And then, okay, so back to Pro Musica, do you have, on your website, is it a list of all the different venues, or where you're gonna be, including Morris and so forth?
Yes, that's
Okay.
all on the website.
Okay.
And we've had our first concerts. The season opener was back in October.
Okay,
And so this is our second concert coming up February 16th. And then our final concert is coming up in April. So
okay.
hopefully I'll be
That
back to
sounds-
talk about that one.
Exactly, yes, yes. Well, it's wonderful, and this is really a neat idea. What a great,
Thank
what a
you.
great idea,
Thank
yes.
you.
Anything else that we should talk about?
I would just encourage, if no one has to come to check us out, just come. We would love
Do,
to see
yes.
you, and invite your friends.
And if you've never been in the chapel before, that's another reason, just to
Yeah.
come and listen to beautiful music in this beautiful venue. It really is
It's really
beautiful. Yeah.
impressive.
it
yeah.
is.
And the piano is too. so
Yes, that's
stunning.
right. And the piano player too. Yes. All right, we'll be right back. Now we have Bree Tarlson from Ulm Sweet Ulm, and this is, if you haven't been in this store, Well, my granddaughter it was a hard thing to get her out of that store. She just wanted to be back in that kids' corner because it is really neat. Well, there's everything. Everything you could possibly want is in one store in town. And now you even have the Zicky Zacky t-shirts. So if you need a t-shirt, come in to Bree's store also. But we're gonna first talk about the alcohol ink marker envelope art.
Yes.
Okay.
So we just finished, Cara Carlson, New Ulm artist, just finished her exhibit with us, and she offered to teach some art classes. So we're gonna kind of start to dabble into that. She's doing it. If you came to her exhibit, you saw that she has done envelope art, and so it's done in a way that you can still, use the envelope to mail it to somebody, but it's it's fun. Animals, people, kind of all sorts of different things. But she's going to teach techniques on how to kind of use alcohol ink markers, which blend. I wasn't aware of that. So it'll be a fun class. There's 2 different rates. So you can choose to have us provide the materials, and then you can just take them home, or there's just a bring your own supply and just come for the art and the instruction.
That is just going to be fun. So, and that's like a 90-minute class, and you have to be 11 and up.
It's we're not rigid about the age, but generally middle school on through
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
end of life.
Right. Anyone can come.
Yes.
Do they have to be talented at all?
No,
Oh, that's a
no
good
experience needed. No, I'm planning to go, so that sets the bar pretty low.
Okay, and that's Thursday, February 6th from 5:30 to 7 at Elm Street Ulm.
Correct.
Okay. And then, what is the address again of Elm Street Ulm, in case somebody hasn't been there yet?
Yeah, it's at 203 North Minnesota Street. So right in downtown, we're right next to the 209, across the street from the Grand.
Right, perfect. Okay. And then there's also another watercolor class that Cara's going to be teaching also.
Yes, this class is on a Saturday, so
Okay.
It's a 2-hour workshop, kind of same age ranges. So we're saying 11 to 111. This one will be it'll use different techniques using watercolor paint
Okay.
and a higher grade. So
So really paintbrush now. We're not talking markers. Now we're talking the
this
big
paint,
things.
yeah, actual painting. Yeah, so it's bring your own brushes, but we will provide the paint if you choose to do that, or you can come provide your own materials and just stay for the instruction. So
Okay.
yeah, both of those classes are on our lucabooks.com website, which registration is all electronic, or you can stop into the store.
Right. Okay, and then you also have a self-guided time.
So following the workshop itself, we'll leave the studio kind of set up so that if people want to stay and work on a particular thing or collaborate on something or whatever they want to do, don't feel rushed to leave,
Oh, that's
because
neat.
we'll just have
Yeah.
kind of an open workshop.
Right, that sounds great. Okay, and then one thing that I'm really excited about is Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yes.
Because who doesn't like Clifford?
Yes, he has a big birthday coming up.
Yes.
So Clifford's 63rd birthday is on Valentine's Day, February 14th.
Wow.
This is it's become a community-wide kind
Yes.
of collaborative event.
I love it.
So Clifford is actually going to be in New Ulm that day, actually 2 days. So he's going to be making an appearance at Jefferson Elementary to greet students as they arrive on Friday morning. And then he'll be doing an appearance at the public library for the story time at 10 o'clock on Friday. And we're partnering with the library, obviously, Friends of the Library, Ivy House, Numas House, and Brown County Humane Society. So there will be donation bins at both the library and Luca Books or Ulm Sweet Ulm we're doing a drive to help support the Humane Society, any needs that they have. And then we'll be having our big event at our store on Saturday morning at 10:30.
And you can come and get your picture taken with Clifford then also.
Yes, of note, that one is a ticketed event.
Okay.
So the story time is open to anybody, but the photo op, and we'll actually be singing happy birthday to Clifford. There's like doggy snack bags that the kids will be getting and things like that. Wolfham Down Bakery is actually gonna do a pop-up in the store that day as well.
Yes.
So we're just gonna make a big
Where
big
is
thing of it.
Wolfham Down Bakery from? That is just
They're from here in New
in
Ulm.
Ulm too? Oh, that's
Yeah.
just neat.
They're
That's
frequently
just
at the farmer's market.
okay,
Yeah.
neat. Okay, so that birthday celebration, so ticketed event, $15 for the first child, but then it's only $5 for every child after that.
Correct, and
Yes.
that price includes, you go home with a book. So
Oh.
you'll get a copy of Clifford the Big Red Dog. We've heard that they're going to be autographed by Clifford himself. So
Wow.
pretty excited.
That does sound, and it's all fund's gonna be collected for Brown County Humane Society too, and that's really, that's a neat day. Yeah.
So just to be clear, the donation drives, we're
Yes.
Advertising for and collecting items that they need specifically. The funds themselves from the revenue really just cover the costs of the
Yes,
event
exactly,
itself.
right. Okay, so then you have another thing, an adult ukulele class.
Yeah. So we started, you'll recall, we talked,
Yes.
and you've had guests in here talking about our youth classes, which are on Saturday
Yes.
mornings. We've heard from so many adults saying, when are you going to offer it for me? Anna de St. Croix, who's a music therapist at River Valley
Just a
Therapeutic.
sweet lady.
Yes. She's going to be leading a class, a 4-week class starting in February, and it's really meant to be a foundations course.
Okay,
So we'll
so-
provide the instrument, so you just have to enroll.
But if you have your own ukulele?
Yeah, you can bring it.
Jenna?
Yes, yes. You're welcome to bring your own
Okay,
if you have it.
Bring
but-
your own, and then she's gonna teach you, so beginner class this is?
Yes.
Yes,
Yep.
okay. And 4 nights?
4 nights, yep, we're gonna do Tuesday evenings from 6 to 7 at Home
Okay.
Sweet Home.
Okay, that sounds so fun. It really does. And also, you've got ukuleles for sale at the store too.
We do.
Beautiful ukuleles for sale, yes.
Yeah, and sheet music. We have we have all sorts of Taylor Swift ukulele books
Okay.
for those who might want to be
Oh,
interested
that's
in that,
fun. That's fun.
among other types.
Okay, and then you also have, so if you haven't been in the store also, you have, Goodis Essen has their food in there.
Mhm.
And if you like Sweet Alm or Leaky Books on Facebook, they'll tell you what the menu is for the week also, so that's really, really helpful too.
Yes.
So,
We have 2 different social media accounts. So Luca Books is kind of all the books specific things. Home Sweet Home covers all of the art, the music, kind of all of the other things, the Gudis Essen things.
Yes.
So like both of them, but Home Sweet Home will have that menu.
yeah, and it's tasty, it's very good, yes. Anything else that's happening there?
I think I just put a plug in for, we have a new artist in our gallery space. So Shamira Hornick from My Eye Photography is there. She does just stunning photography.
She's amazing, yeah. So her opening reception was in January, but she will continue her exhibit will continue to be there, so you have time to go and take a look at it, and it really is stunning.
Yes.
And she's a local New Ulm girl, so that's really neat, so go out and support her as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and stay tuned. We're continuing to add events all the time, but we'll plan
You
it
are,
down here.
you are so busy. Okay, and your hours?
Yeah, right, this could change, probably not before February. So our hours are Monday through Friday, we're open 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. And then Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sundays, 12 to 4.
So there's plenty of time to come in, and it is a great store. It's just fun. It's a fun store to visit, so yes. Well, thanks for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
All right, we'll be right back. We have the luxury of 3 very intelligent men here today to talk to us about the German Bohemian Heritage Society. And I'm always excited, so I'm glad I'm here this month to be able to talk to Pat Eckstein, Harvey Stoddick, and Pat Kretsch. And anything you need to know about the German Bohemians, we're sitting, actually, and I'm a Bohemian also, so it's kind of, we got 4 BAMEs here, so we're doing good, we're doing good. You've got an open house coming up that looks really interesting.
Yes, we
So,
do.
all right, so you take it away.
All righty, on February 8th, it'll be at the Grand, 210 North Minnesota Street, and we're gonna just take it over.
The whole building.
Yeah, we're gonna take
3
it over.
floors.
Yeah, we
Go
just.
big or go, yeah, go big or go home,
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's it.
Yes,
So on the 3rd floor is our research place, and Pat Eckstein will be there, and he'll explain what he'll be doing. And then the 2nd floor is where there'll be goodies to have. It's like potato salad even.
oh, some
Reuben
good,
soup,
good
chili.
German stuff.
Oh, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff will be there, and beverages. And then the idea is really just to come and see us and see what we have and our library and all of that. And then Harvey and I will be part of the presentation, which will be in the cabaret room on the 1st floor.
You are taking over the building.
We are. We
And just
certainly-
remember that there is an elevator, so if you can't do the steps, there's an elevator that'll take you right up to, all the way up to see
Exactly.
Pat, yes.
You can come in from Minnesota Street or from the parking lot in the back.
In the back, okay.
But from Minnesota Street, wheel yourself to the back of the building, and the elevators are there
That's right.
to take you up. Or if you're ambitious, there's stairs.
There's stairs, and they're long
And
stairs,
they're
yes,
long.
they're good. Okay, so what is your presentation gonna be about? You've got a slide presentation, that's, So
That's-
it starts at 1 o'clock, right?
Right.
Okay.
Well, the slide is gonna be later though, isn't it? He's gonna follow us, isn't he?
He's gonna, yes, yeah, right.
So first you're gonna have a presentation at 1 o'clock, and that's gonna be you guys, and what are you gonna talk about?
Oh,
You go ahead.
well, it's kind of the German here and German over there and German Bohemian. There's a difference. And I'm more or less German. Was not blessed as he was to know German and German Bohemian. There's a difference.
Oh, yes.
And I think we're gonna do like days of the week, which are, for me, Montag, but then there's a couple in there that are really different. And we're gonna kind of demonstrate that. And then New Ulm German, which is another animal unto itself.
Yes, it is.
And I don't think people realize that there's a lot of things that did not exist 150, 200 years ago, like the farmers talk about the combine. Well, that's kind of combine made into German, and the proper one would be Mähdrescher. It's a combination of cutting and thrashing. And there's words that we created here in New Ulm that are only in New Ulm.
Right.
And that's part of it. And then I think we'll do a demonstration of the true German
Right.
and
Yep.
Bohemian, which he's much better at.
There's, in Europe, Europe, there's about 120 million people that speak the German language. And it's in Germany, Austria, and Liechtenstein. And then in Switzerland, it's one of the 4 different languages they speak. And in Luxembourg, it's 3 of the different languages that they speak.
Right.
But the written standard colloquial German is understood by everybody because that's the universal German.
It is interesting. So way back in the day, your daughter and I, Patty and I, were in German class, and our teacher was Herr Bruckmeyer. And that would have been in 9th grade. And so when we learned German,
It was the standard.
it was a standard German. So I would go and talk to my grandparents, but that was not the German.
That
They were
know.
Bohemian German, so they didn't have the same. So there is a difference.
Well, there's still 110 different dialects
Right.
over in Europe.
And then you go to Searles, and that's a different dialect.
Okay. Well,
Siegel,
Siegel
Yeah,
too.
there-
Siegel and Searles. That's
one
right.
of its own.
Yes.
it's interesting that the dialect we brought over in the 1860s is not what they speak today. And a good example of that would be Shakespeare. We were made to read Shakespeare, at least I was, a book every year for English class. I hated it
Yes.
because it was so different. And that's basically what we do today to our language. We modify it continuously.
Right.
The example I give of the word gay today
Yes.
has a totally different
different
meaning than it did when we grew up. And that
Yes.
happens with our German and Bohemian language too. It just changes constantly.
Yes.
The English, the Spanish, it all does.
When you look at how many new words there are every year because of our social media, you
Yeah.
know, those
Oh,
are,
gosh, yes.
that's,
Yeah.
yeah,
Things that are invented. The car.
right,
I'm just trying to think of some that real quick. That
exactly.
well, like I said, the tractor, just things that did not exist.
For Reva, for river.
Yeah.
So you're gonna
That's-
talk about that at the
Yes,
presentation, you're
and
gonna talk
then
about
Wade's
different
gonna take over.
Yeah.
Wade is, oh,
And
okay.
he'll do the slide presentation and he takes you through a journey of Europe and the scenic things like he can.
Yes,
I
and
mean, he
he's
does a
traveled
wonderful job.
extensively there, so,
It does.
yes.
So that, if you're gonna do anything that day, come at 1 o'clock for the presentation.
Us?
For
Absolutely.
no more for Wade's
Oh,
slideshow.
okay.
So, okay, so 10 o'clock is when you guys are gonna be on, or when will
No,
you be on?
this will be 1
1
o'clock for the
o'clock?
presentation
Okay.
with us and Wade.
And then Wade will come right
Yeah.
after you then,
And
okay?
10 to 3 is, just come.
That's when you can go talk to Pat and see what's
Yes.
all up there upstairs and
At
everything too,
10,
and
you
eat.
could go up to the library and learn family tree maybe, or history of the different towns, what have you, you know.
We have over 400 family history books, and your name might be in one of them.
Kinda thinking it will
You
be.
don't know, because there are a lot of connections and things that are
Absolutely.
found, so.
And that's where Pat would be
Yes.
showing you up at the library.
Yeah.
Okay. And Pat, so when is it, so this is gonna be a special day, but your library is open other days too, other times too, if you wanna just do research?
We are open, we are open primarily now by reservation, so just, my number is on the door of the Grand, for calling, to see if people want to visit our library anytime, and give me a call at that number, and I'd be very eager to come down and open it up and to show people our library. And in addition to that, on the open house day, the period of time between 10 and 3 that isn't focused on the 1 o'clock presentation time, we'd like to, I will have the computer there, and I'm on Ancestry so that I can help people if they have a question about their family, about Ancestry. I would be able to help them with that. And that's been a kind of an attraction for our open house, for people that come and want to see that connection with their family, and what's out there on the web, on Ancestry in particular. And I'd like to just make sure that the location of the Grand, for the people that don't know, it's at 210 North Minnesota Street. And like was said, there's an elevator in the back. For the back entrance has a ramp and an elevator there to get us to any floor that we want to get to. And there will be snacks, and there will be beverages available, and there will be hopefully a lot of good conversation.
Gemütlichkeit. We want that.
The digitizing, that should be brought up. That's a big one this year.
Digitizing of some of the books that we have in our collection is in the process of being done, and digitizing involves quite a few things, but it takes it from a paper copy to a electronic copy, and that's being done for a few of the books that we have in progress.
There'll be a sample of that at the open
interesting.
house.
Okay.
And a sample of what can be done once we get it digitized, and people can see what's available on our website. And many do, and we get a contact. I just had a contact yesterday from South Dakota that was a very interesting one for families around the New Ulm area here, and other parts of the country. And so I involved Harvey in that because his family his name came up in that email, and also some other people that the name Tower came up, the Static and Tower, and I have towers in my background. And so very interesting things I get involved in. I'm lucky enough to get involved in it because of our website, and because of the interest of people that are trying to find out more about their ancestry, many of them from different parts of the country, just like this person who contacted us yesterday. And so it's exciting, and hopefully it'll be an exciting time on the open house day.
Yes, we do. And throughout all of it, we're looking for participation from the people. If they want to bring something with family tree and exhibit that, they're welcome to do so. It's just not us, it's them too.
Right.
And they can come. There'll be probably clipping going on.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
And an exhibit of that going on, but different things of that nature.
And
So
sometimes
more the merrier.
if you don't know if your family was Bohemian, one of the good places to go whenever I'm doing a tour of New Ulm is pointing out the German Bohemian monument
Yes.
down by German
Yeah.
Park, because it has all the names
All the
that you
surnames.
guys put up, all the names, so, Haverly or Brust or whatever is
That's
on
way
there.
over
and it's kinda-
350
right.
family names.
So then okay, then, I've got some Bohemian in me.
Yeah.
And then And then you can also become a member of your society as well.
You don't have to be German Bohemian. You can be Norwegian, you can be
You'll
Swedish.
take them all?
You will take them all.
Well, there you go. Boy,
You bet.
yes. Okay, so but if you want to become a member, your website, by the way, is fantastic.
Yes.
So if you want to become a member, it's very easy. That's where I became a
Yeah.
member, was right on your website.
Yeah.
So what is your website's address again? What is,
It's the word German Bohemian Heritage Society.com.
perfect.
And it's all one word and .com.
So, but for instance, the open house is open for everyone.
That's
Yes, it
right.
is.
But then you also have some different things going on during the year too. You've got your,
Oh, yeah.
you'll have
Our
your,
May meeting
Mm-hmm.
is a social meeting. Our bylaw dictates that we should do that, and then in fall, in October, we have a business meeting. But it's also an annual, both are annual meetings, and usually we have guest speakers and
and
things.
they're always good,
We
yes.
have a picnic in September,
And picnic in September,
and
right?
we ride on the Bavarian Blast Parade.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Well, we kind of run it.
Well,
Yes.
the
Oktoberfest parade.
Oh, that's right, I forgot about it.
Germanic American Day
Yes.
Parade
We
is
run that, yeah.
Yeah.
is
Yes.
sponsored by the German Bohemian Heritage
Heritage
Society,
Society,
and
yeah.
And
we
look at how
always
that
have-
has grown over the years.
It has,
Yes,
and
it
it's
ever.
kind of an exciting part of the initial part of Oktoberfest every year.
Absolutely.
Brian
Yes.
Filson always said it's the people's parade.
It is the People's
And
Parade,
it's the
yeah.
People's Parade.
And if you do walk in it, our family has walked in it for the last probably 4 or 5 years, and it's fun. And Brian Filson is always at the beginning of the parade
Yes.
with his sauerkraut
Yes.
shots. So, I mean, you've got a firsthand
Right.
chance at that, but it's great. It's showing your pride of our town.
It is,
Yeah.
right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're looking for a good time, and that's what it's all about. We do this every year, and hopefully we get the people there, because we'd like to have them see what we're all about.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
A vital part of our history, so
Yes,
that's
it is.
fantastic,
Yeah.
yes.
Especially in this area and the surrounding area.
And it sounds like some good food to be had,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
there is.
Anything else coming up that we should,
Well, in May, we do have the annual meeting, and then picnic will be at, well, like the Bavarian Blast, we're always in that.
Yeah.
And then, like we've talked about before, but that's what keeps us going.
that's right.
Well, I'd just like to mention that Wade would like to probably, if he has some people that are interested in tours, he would be interested in hearing about their interest in those tours, because Wade is a tour guide for our society that and other all people to take tours of especially the old villages where our ancestors came from.
And I will say, I think he gives one of the best tours.
he's awesome.
Because if you let him know in time, he will do research on your particular town and get you to possibly where your ancestors
He'll go the
came
extra
from.
mile.
That is great.
And every time he has a tour, we gain new membership.
I believe it.
Oh, yes, we do, because
Yeah.
he's awesome with touring. That's his niche.
Yeah, he's
Right.
just not a big bus, it's more of a big van.
Yeah.
And so I know of families where the parents or a grandmother took her children. And I mean, the whole family got to go back to where
Oh, it's
they came from.
Yes,
That,
That's on my bucket list, that's for sure. That'd be great.
Yes.
That'd be great, yes.
yeah.
All right, well, thank you for coming, and we will see you on Saturday, February 8th.
Great.
It's gonna be great. I
Okay.
am.
Thank you.
Please
It's
do.
gonna be good. It's gonna be
You
good.
bet.
I can't wait to
Everyone's
hear
welcome.
the arguing of whose language is the right one, right?
Right.
All right, we'll be right back.
I don't know when he's talking, what he's saying sometimes. I get the gist of it, but it's different enough.
It is.
He keeps me guessing.
But our forefathers spoke that,
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
and it carried through for 5 generations.
Yeah, so,
That's
yes,
the amazing part.
that's exactly right.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Okay.
And we'll
Okay.
be right back with State Street Theater. We have Leah Peckrell here, who owns Sweet Haven Tonics, which is a fun, beautiful, beautiful store
Thank
downtown New Ulm in the old Herberger. So if you haven't been there, make sure you go and check out what she all has to offer. But you're doing a fun Galentine's Day cookie decorating class. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, so we like to have events for people to come in. You know, of course, it's always great to get together for happy hours, which we have every weekday from 4 to 5, buy one, get one free happy hour. But we like to have events for people, give them a reason to come out and learn something new. So we've done some sketch classes in the past and things like that, but now we are doing a cookie decorating class the day before Thanksgiving. So February 13th.
Okay.
And we're gonna have this expert cookie decorator, a friend of mine, come in and teach us how to decorate a half dozen cookies. And when you leave, you've had a great time, you learned something new, and you have your cookies for the next day.
And if you haven't seen the pictures of these cookies, they look fantastic.
They
Yes.
are gorgeous.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, so I don't know if mine will turn out that way.
I know mine will never turn out that way, but
I will have a great time. I mean, I
That's
think
right.
a lot of us have that classic like Christmas cookie decorating skill set.
Yeah.
But it'll be fun to learn some of the tips and tricks on how to make those a little nicer
for
too.
every holiday and
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah.
So this is going to be February 13th?
Yep, the day
Okay.
before Valentine's Day.
Okay, and then what time about?
I think we're looking at about 6 o'clock.
Okay,
We still
okay.
have some details that we're determining, but 6
Yeah.
o'clock.
But just give you a call.
Yep.
Yep.
And most of our events, you can also, this will be a ticketed event because
Okay.
there's costs to get
Right.
it set up. So we have all those tickets set on our website.
Oh, good.
So that you
Okay.
can order those because she'll have to prepare ahead of time for how
Okay.
many people
And what
we
is your
have.
website's name? That is
SweetHavenTonics.com.
Perfect. Easy.
Yep.
Okay.
So that is an event. Yes, we're a cocktail lounge, but bring your daughter.
Right.
Bring your friends. Bring your high
Exactly.
school students. It's really an event that could be for
Anyone.
all ages. It is a little bit more detail oriented and refined. So maybe think middle school age and up could have a really great time doing this.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. Okay, and then you also have trivia nights on Tuesday nights now.
Yeah, so every other Tuesday.
Every other Tuesday,
Right now is
okay.
what we're doing. We just had our first one last week and it was so fun. I took almost last place,
There you go.
but I still had a great time.
So is it like a theme night? Like, do you have like, is it sports night one night, or is it just across the board?
Well, the first one we did it was our first night of trivia, so it was firsts was
Okay.
the
Oh,
theme.
fine.
So there'll be
Okay.
some little theme,
A little theme
to
here and
go
there. Okay.
with
Okay.
what we're doing.
And then during that time, you'll have beverages and
Yep, we'll have everything that we typically offer. Usually we'll do some sort of drink special or maybe a specialty cocktail that features the theme as well.
that sounds fun.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. And so you don't have to be real smart to do it either. Just come and have fun.
I was there,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
And I-
always worried about trivia. I was like, oh.
and they kept announcing the scores. And in last place, my team name was the Three Stooges, so that felt right.
That's good. That's good. But you probably had more fun than a lot of them, right?
I did.
That's right.
I did.
That's right. Okay, and then you're also doing cocktail mocktail classes also. Which
Yeah,
is
so
fun.
I have some of dates where I'll pick a day when I'll host a class. Sometimes I'll bring in a distillery. In January, at the end of January, I did a mocktail class. So there's also I have done about a half dozen with a lot more booked of private cocktail classes. So if you have a group of about 10 people or more and you want to have your group come together and have a fun time learning cocktails or mocktails, if you're booking your own, you can say, we love gin. We want to learn everything about the gin cocktails and a bunch of different gins to use. Or if you like bourbon or if you want a mix of them, we can really personalize it to you. So
That's just fun.
another
And
great
what a
way to use the
great-
space.
Yeah, but even like a company, like instead of having a Christmas party, do this instead. I think that sounds fun.
Yeah, GSM actually was our first group that came in. And then I've had a lot of people from that group who had such a great time who are now booking their own classes.
That sounds just
So,
fun.
give me a call at
And
the
like
shop.
you say, it can be cocktails, but it can be mocktails too. It doesn't.
Absolutely.
Anything,
Yeah,
right.
absolutely. So the mocktail class I did at the end of January, high school students can come, anyone who's interested in learning. There's really
Right.
no age limit on those.
Exactly, right. Okay, that sounds good. And then you also have ideas for using your space in different ways.
Our space, I want to be seen as one that's an affordable option when you want a ready-to-go space for a special event. So we've already had our first full wedding at Sweet
It has
Haven.
to be just
It-
beautiful.
It
Yeah.
was the best time. And they did everything from pictures, getting ready there, the ceremony, the after party. It was all in one space and it just went so smooth. Setup was easy and my staff has a great time and we took good care of them. So
Well,
they
and
had a great
sometimes
time.
you don't need a great big venue. So this is like the perfect size venue for a lot of people right now.
More and more people are doing those small, intimate weddings.
Yeah.
So we do weddings. Also, just have people keep in mind that our space is great for family gatherings, a bridal shower, a birthday party. Whether you want to rent the whole space or we can set aside half of it for you. There's a lot of options that we have.
And
so that-
graduation parties are coming up too. So wouldn't that be fun?
And
Yeah.
corporate gatherings or
Right.
meetings.
Right.
We do, our hours are from 4 until 9 weekdays and then until 11 on the weekends. But we're happy to open and provide the space at times when we're not open as well.
Right, right. And just even in now it's so beautiful because of those big windows, but then in the summertime or spring when it's nice enough and you open the windows up, it's just, that whole area, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
It's
So,
a really ready to go space.
Yes,
If you want to come in and you don't want to do any of the work, we've got you covered.
that's right, that's right. So just give you a call at any time with that as well.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right, anything else coming up?
I think that covers it for
It's just
now.
Fun.
And
Yeah.
we're just keep an eye at sweethaven.com for upcoming live music that might be popping in. You can always check the
okay.
website and we'll have an updated list of all the events going on.
Okay, but if you do want to do the Galentine's Day cookie decorating class, make sure you call or go on your website to reserve a spot too, because that
Yeah.
does sound fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I think that's gonna fill up fast. And I
Yes.
think we're capping it at about 25.
Right, and that's
people.
February 13th, so,
Mhm.
right.
A really fun way to go into that sweet holiday.
That's right, exactly. One more thing to do.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah,
All right,
thank
thanks,
you.
Leah. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Now we have Janice Olson from State Street Theater, and she is just the go-getter at State Street with her and Lori are just doing a great job. I can say that since I'm on the board, but we have a fun month coming
We
up.
do.
So,
we do.
So let's talk about what's coming in February.
Yeah, so we're starting with kind of a show honoring the people or the musicians that died tragically 66 years ago, not far from here in Clear Lake, Iowa.
Yes.
Also known as the day the music died. So we're gonna do a big tribute for Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper, and Richie Valens. So they're gonna be singing all your favorite songs. That's on February 1st. So great way to kick the month off, right?
Absolutely. That is going to be, if you love that era of music,
Yeah.
which I do, it
Yeah,
is
me too.
really going to be a good concert.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be very, very good.
That is
Yep.
very good.
Yeah.
Okay, and to get tickets, you can go easily to,
StateStreetNewUlm.org.
okay,
Otherwise, you can stop in the box office Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to noon. I'll be there hanging
Janice will
out.
help you with it.
Yep,
It's
that's
fine,
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you can, on our website, you can pick your seat that you want. You can
Yeah.
come to the concert 10 minutes ahead of time and you know exactly where you're going to sit. It's fantastic. And there's not a bad seat in the
No,
entire
There's
area.
not. I know
Yeah.
people always say, "Can you recommend?" And I say,
Oh.
"I mean, you can't go wrong."
No,
Yeah.
no. I love being in the balcony, but
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago for the Patsy Cline show, I sat on the main floor, and that was fantastic too.
Yeah.
So there really isn't.
No.
It's great.
Yep.
Okay, so that's February 1st at 7 o'clock, and then do you have any fundraisers coming up?
We do. We
gonna be a
are. I know this is going to be a really good one. It's coming up on March 1st, so we're skipping ahead a whole month. It's a Hooray for Hollywood theme. So you can dress as your favorite character or Hollywood star. And we're currently selling our 50/50 raffle tickets.
Yes. So listen to this
So-
one. This is good.
This is going to be fun. You don't want to
Right.
miss this. It's $10 for a ticket. You can win up to $5,000. You can purchase them at the box office. Otherwise, if you happen to come to an event between now and then, we'll probably be selling tickets there afterwards as well. So,
And every board member is selling tickets as well. So if you need a
Yes.
ticket, let me know. But yeah, $10 a ticket, and you can win up to 5,000. So that's fantastic.
that's really fun. That's going to be a really good one. You don't have to be present to win either. So no excuse not to get one.
Exactly. That's right. That's right.
We're also doing a new prize wall this year. This is really clever that the committee came up with. It's called the Wall of Stars. So it's going to work by having stars with different movie stars or characters' names on them, and you just choose which one you want to purchase. They're $25, and then you flip it over and you'll see what your price is, and it's going to equal at least $25. So you're not losing either way.
Anything, right,
Yeah.
right.
And if we're looking for donations from local businesses, so
Okay, so if you want to donate something, just call Janice.
yeah,
Okay.
that'd be great. 507-359-9990.
Okay, and if
Yeah.
you've ever been to one of the fundraisers, the galas in the past at State Street Theater, Jody Marty and her crew do absolutely amazing on the decorating. Like, it is, like, you walk in and you would never think that this is State Street Theater. I mean, it's really cool, and it's
It's
always
beautiful.
on the gym floor, so to speak. And
Yep.
but I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with this.
I
This is
know.
gonna be fun.
I've heard some
right?
of their ideas, and I can't wait. It's gonna be really, really cool.
Okay, so tickets are at the. Can you get the tickets on the website for
You
this
can.
as well? Okay.
Yep, you can. And if you purchase a table of 8 or more, you save about $40.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So get your friends together and come to this. And the music that's going to be there that night, they'll have music and the games and delicious food.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
always very good.
Yeah, the DJ is gonna be playing, I guess, kind of iconic movie soundtrack. So it's gonna be really interesting. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be
And I
fun.
think the dessert auction is coming back too, I heard,
Yes.
right?
Yep. People love the dessert auctions. So that'll be back. Yeah.
Yes, and if you've ever had Kathy Peterson's desserts,
Oh.
you would know exactly what we're talking
Yep.
about. Plus others. They're
Yeah.
all, those ladies are all wonderful bakers.
Amazing,
and,
yep.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
That's great. So what else is happening at State Street?
Yeah, so in February on the 22nd, we're hosting a show called Magic Carpet Ride. So this is going to be music of summer of 1967, like the Summer of Love. Lots of iconic bands like the Beatles, the Doors, Janis Joplin, the Grateful Dead. So it's going to be hit after hit after hit. Everybody is going to know all the songs. It's kind of got like a psychedelic feel to it too. They're going to have a light projection show, and it's going to be really, really good.
So if you like 60s, 70s music,
Yeah.
this is for you.
Yes.
I think sometimes people say the Magic Carpet Ride, what is it? Is it a kid's show or
I
what is it?
know.
But it is not. It is 60s and 70s fantastic music.
Yeah.
So get your tickets for that because that's going to be really, really fun.
Yeah, that'll be on the 22nd at 7 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
And usually 60s, 70s at State Street really brings it a good audience. So
Yeah.
make sure you get your tickets. So
Yeah, you want
that'll
to
be
get those
fun.
quickly.
Yeah, that'll be great. Yes. And volunteer positions.
Yes, we can't do any of our events without our wonderful volunteers. So
Mm-hmm.
we have openings for ushers, concessions, will call window, ticket window. We also need some folks who are handy that can help fix up a few things around our beautiful old building. And then we also need folks that can help us hang posters and such around town.
Right.
That's a really good job to split up amongst a couple people because it's kind of a lot. But if you feel like you want to just take a walk down Minnesota Street and hop into every, go browse the shops and everything.
All you have to do is put the poster up. That's it.
Pretty easy, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fun
Have a cup
way
of
to get
coffee when you're done.
outside.
That's right.
Yeah.
It is. It's good.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, and then just give you a call, or you can go on the website under the Get Involved tab.
Yes. Yeah.
And it is fun. I volunteer a lot there because it's a
Yeah.
great way to meet other people and have fun, and you
Yeah.
get to watch the show for free.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so it's a win-win.
It
and
is.
It's
It
all
is.
really, really nice people. So
Yeah.
it's fun.
We got a good group there.
That's right. Yeah. Anything else that you want to share?
I just have some thank yous. We want to
Okay.
thank the New Ulm Area Foundation for their support, and thank you, of course, to NewCat for all their hard work filming and airing this program. And thank you for having me.
Absolutely. That's right. That's right. And then also trivia on Tuesdays. Is that?
No.
No, okay, not,
No.
okay. All right, so that is, I think that's it then.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for coming. Just if you didn't keep track of this, just on Valentine's weekend, February 14th, you can go to the Grand, listen to City Mouse. February 15th, the next night, you can go to Turner Hall and listen to the comedian. February 16th, you can go to Pro Musica at the chapel. So one weekend, I've got the whole itinerary planned for you, so you got to check it out. So Something Artsy is brought to you by State Street Theater in conjunction with New Cat, which films a segment every month. And thank you for supporting the arts in our community through financial support from the Prairie Lakes Arts Council. And without their generous support and your support, this program would not be possible. So thank you so much for watching this month. Take care.